Kroger Show. At Kroger, everyone wins when it comes to saving big. Because when you order online through the Kroger app, you get the same great prices, deals, and rewards on pickup or delivery that you do in-store, with no hidden fees or markups. And now, shop today and get $15 off your first pickup or delivery order. So whether you're a delivery lover, picker-upper, or you shop in-store, you'll always save big at Kroger. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Hit the open road this summer with a pre-owned Harley-Davidson from the HD1 Marketplace, the #1.
Alright, we're gonna let these ads roll off. Don't have the Spotify premium, don't judge a man, okay? Oh. I gotta have a little bit of background music though, or that ADHD gets me. It's like when you watch The Office when you're doing work, because you know it's the perfect show to not pay attention to. Cool, back to the music. Alright, so we are live on Twitch. We're also recording for YouTube. So today what we are going to be doing is we're going to be playing one of the standard events on MTG Arena. I've been playing a lot of blue-white control in Arena recently, and I just wanted to do a league with that, kind of see where it stood. I've got some events coming up that I've got to start preparing for. I've got RC Atlanta, so that's going to be Pioneer. Not crazy about Pioneer at the moment, but we'll have to get through it. It's going to be my first RC ever, so I'm excited for that. I'm potentially going to Pittsburgh in November, but I'm not 100% on that yet. I believe that one's Modern on both days, so that could be a lot of fun. I've been having a lot of fun in Modern recently. But for this standard event that we're playing right now, let's kind of talk about the deck that we're playing, why we're playing it. So like I said, I've been playing a lot of blue-white control in standard recently. At my locals primarily, haven't been playing a whole lot online, but this is pretty much the list that I've been playing in paper. So in the deck, for our removal spells, we've got March of Otherworldly Light. This card's great, able to answer aggressive threats in the early game, but it also scales in the late game. Obviously, it doesn't feel great, you know, to pay this or X equals 5 or anything like that, but it's there when you need it in a pinch, which is nice. Fateful Absence just clears creature planeswalker. Obviously, giving them the clues not the best thing in the world, but having a 2-mana answer to threats is going to be really nice. Attracts a ETB trigger on the stack. We go ahead and take care of that, things like that. Taking a slant towards the aggressiveness of standard. I know there's like a lot of domain and things like that, but if we pair up against soldiers, sometimes we can be in like murky waters. So we're playing 2 main deck temporary lockdowns. I've really liked this card so far. It's felt great. It might look a little clunky on paper, but it is what it is. We have Chrome Host Seedshark here. So this is kind of like our win condition in the main deck. It's just a really good blocker against the aggressive decks. Also generates you some value with against the mid-range decks when you know you're marching for X equals 3 against one of their things, making a 4/4, things like that. This allows you to actually turn the corner and control mirrors pretty quickly as well. So I've been liking it. I'm not loving it, that's why you're not seeing it as like a 3 or 4 of, but whenever I do draw this in the matchups I want to draw it in, it feels great. And then, let's see, removal. We've got Sunfall, obviously one of the better sweepers in the format. Exiling all creatures is huge against like graveyard-based decks. Also makes those tokens there. We've got the Wandering Emperor for removal, downtick, exile, things like that. And then your blue cards are, you know, your basic control suite. Memory Deluge to get you some card advantage, quick study as well. Urza's Rebuff, generic 3-mana counterspell. I like this one particular compared to other ones simply because the tap 2 target creatures can be good in the aggro matchups. Obviously, you can see I don't like playing against aggro decks that well, but I really like the main deck configuration at the moment. And then obviously we have the 4 Make Disappears, one of the better 2-mana counterspells at this moment. Also this Teferi, one of my favorite cards. I'm going to probably shove it in any blue deck I can in standard. It's just a lot of fun to play with, especially when you play Silver Scrutiny. I'm not playing Silver Scrutiny today, but Silver Scrutiny can be sweet with the token. It's kind of like a in-combat pump spell, which is kind of sick. But yeah. And then I guess this event is best of 1. Was not prepared for that, so didn't really get to set up my sideboard slots as much as I want to. But since it's best of 1, we're really not going to be getting into this anyways. So let's go ahead and get started with the games. Prize payout, look at this. So 1 win, 50 gems. And then if we... Cool. Alright, let's get started. Alright. Queuing into our first matchup here. Let's see what we got. Yeah, this opener is great for us. I would like to find a quick study or Memory Deluge in the first couple turns of the game, but can't really ask for much more than this. Let me go ahead and shrink my... Or maybe I can just move my cam up. That way we can see the full hand there. Let me shrink it down a little bit too. There we go. Alright. Tabbed. Appreciate you, Slim. How you been, homie? Hey, you been hearing these rumors for Fortnite Season 1 stuff coming back? Me and my guys are psyched. If you ever trying to play with us one day, let us know. I don't know what's going on here. It looks like our opponent's either not connected or we have disconnected. Let's see. Doubt it can be us if the stream is still up. No timers popped up though. Okay. So it is a you problem, not a me problem. That's what we like to see. Bum, 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 ba, da, bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Are we gonna get an easy first one here? I hate that it's gonna start out like that, but it looks like our opponent's not in their chair. Oh. Well, while we're waiting for this, to my people watching on YouTube, obviously, I'm starting off very small. I think I currently have like 15 subscribers there, and my last videos were from 2 years ago. So if you're seeing this, I am planning on getting started back into the YouTube side of things. I've got some time in my schedule that's going to allow me to record some videos, so I can like record on Sunday when I'm off, and then I have those scheduled throughout the week. Right now, I'm thinking about just releasing 2 videos a week. I don't want to like overwhelm myself getting right back into it, but I'm thinking about doing a arena video once a week and doing a Pixelborn video once a week. And if you do not know what Pixelborn is, Disney has come out with a new card game called Lorcana. I've been loving that game a whole lot. Pixelborn is essentially the online client for it. It's fan-made. It's a great client. We get our first win here. Awesome. But I've been loving that game like crazy. Cusco is the homie. I like playing that card. So I'm going to do some Pixelborn content as well. I know it's not great to diversify your things, but I'm essentially just doing this for fun. So I really don't care. I'm not trying to grow my algorithm, anything like that. It's just nice to have a spot to upload some content. I can go back, watch my gameplay, get better myself, things like that. Alright, so let's queue up into game number 2. That's a easy 50 gems right there, if that's what we really care about. Ooh, and the XP. Don't even get me started. Alright, hopefully our opponent's here in round number 2.
Just 1 scoop of AG1 supports whole body health with 75 vitamins, probiotics, and whole food sourced ingredients. Carefully selected for exceptional quality and optimal absorption. But it doesn't stop there. Every batch of AG1 goes through a rigorous testing
Alright.
so you can trust the ingredients.
So
Tap the banner and start your AG1.
double tap land's not a great thing, but this isn't a bad opener.
You got a new pup, which means
It's a little bit more slanted toward the aggressive decks.
no minimum
If we're playing against Domain, how do I feel about this? Not great. We do have the sweeper. We're going to run it. Shipwreck Marsh. So this might be the Esper mid-range pile, or... Okay, yeah, looking like Esper. What could their turn 3 be? Kaido. I don't have anything to answer Kaido. We'll just go ahead and play the tap land here. Is this a Planeswalkers? No. So they play nothing. So it looks like we have a good old-fashioned control mirror here. We're not going to commit this to Chrome Host yet. With them looking like they're a little bit deeper into black than we are, they're going to be having a lot of removal spells in their main deck that's not great. They're just going to rot in their hand. So now we're in a good spot. We're going to have to discard this turn, but that's fine. I think we're going to get rid of the Sunfall? No. We're going to get rid of one of these lands. So, yeah, we're just going to go ahead and pass. Let's get rid of the basic. We're pretty healthy on our colors. Opponent's not doing anything. So let's see if we can jam the Emperor here. Get them to tap down, and that can open us up if we draw like 5 fairy. Okay, so not bad. We'll go ahead and play our Field of Ruin. Play the Seedshark. With them playing main deck Dissipates, it looks like they're very control oriented. Let's see if we can just creep out some value here. And they just scoop it up. So it looks like they missed their lane drops there. So not a great start to this. That's two pretty cheesy wins in the first 2 rounds. So we'll just keep it going though. Our hand was looking alright that game. Obviously we didn't have any counter magic, but it looks like they had a lot of answers in their hand and maybe some bigger things. Copyright free music's the best. Lemon Squeezy! I go first, huh? We'll try this. Mono red, you say? This isn't a bad mono red hand. Oh, it gets a lot better too. So we'll go ahead and play this. This is an instant. I would like to save this for like a Phoenix chick, something like that. Sure, the card doesn't seem great. And what's the Wicked One do again? I'll go ahead and clean up the Epicure. We'll take our 2. Dude, it's literally my off day. Can I not have anything? Can I not have anything? Can I not enjoy my off day? God. This guy. It's like he's a Packers fan or something. Imagine being a Packers fan. Couldn't be me. It's gonna be crazy when y'all lose to the Vikings this week, eh? Another charming scoundrel, sure. Unemployed friend on a Thursday. Whatever that means. I'm gonna get shocked here. Yep, that's fine. Ooh, that's not a bad draw. We're just gonna go ahead and play out the Shark again. Youngest team in the league, leave me alone. I've been saying that about the Timberwolves for like since 2018 and you didn't allow me to have that. It doesn't work that way. Okay, bye. I have a job. Don't lose like normal. Oh, I appreciate it. Oh, this temporary lockdown is about to fuck them up. Man, do you really... I think I'm just gonna let it go this time. Sure. This is gonna be pretty backbreaking here. Bop. Wait, where's my... Oh. We're in a decent spot. I would love to find a Memory Deluge. Memory Deluge would be the love of my life right now. Yeah, pop that clue. If they animate the Mistress Foundry... Oh, it takes an additional line to even do that. We'll just go ahead and activate this here. We are definitely leaving up our counter spells. We don't want to get caught stray by a couple random burn spells, you know. Go back to my turn. We're gonna hold this land. We're gonna leave the token back. If they animate their, or if they animate the Foundry, we can also tap it down. It's not how I necessarily want to use this card in this matchup. Play with fire, trying to get a scry here. We'll go ahead and counter this, and we still have the 2 mana available to make the 3/3. So that's what I was saying about Shark, right? Is like the matchups that we want to see it, like this one, it does a great job of turning the corner for us. So like, here's a Felden, we don't care. We're just gonna keep chipping away. And this guy can't block. Yeah, okay. So go ahead and animate this. The top of our deck hasn't been kind to us, but luckily this Seedshark's backpacking us. Alright, get in for 5. We want to close out this game as fast as possible. So we'll go ahead and snap off the block here. What was that, Land Phoenix chick? Deck, come on. So they're gonna attack for 3. I think we're just getting into this. Rough. Don't like to see that. Yeah. Animate. We're definitely gonna snap off the block here. If this is another lightning strike, I'm gonna cry. But that's okay. Huh. I have not seen that card yet. What was it? Monstrous Rage? Was that what that was called? Okay. I'm not hurt, you're hurt. That's fine. This one's a bob. Santiago. This battlefield sick. Is this the woe one, I guess? What's going on here? Man, Arena's not being very friendly today. If we can't get Arena to play well with us, we might switch over to Lorcana. Like, I don't want to concede the game because I don't want to have another loss in this league. So we'll give it a second. I'm excited to go back and watch that last matchup once I get this posted. Oh, you must be on the do you want to play or no? Because it's a best of one. Okay, whatever. I hate keeping two landers with this deck. I don't want recency bias to get me, but we drew so many lands last game. We're gonna keep. This guy play against a few different matchups. Player tap land on one. Sea Chrome Coast, eh? So that makes me think they're more of the mid-range version of Esper. And Dark Slick, yeah. So is this a Raffine, potentially? Jace. We're definitely not gonna let Jace resolve. Alright. We got our Mirrex, which is pretty good. Double Adarkar Wastes isn't great. I think we're gonna play the Shark here to bait a Shieldred's Edict. Shieldred's Edict's pretty good against us. Deluge, that's fine, sure. Alright, now we'll play our Mirrex. That was great that they didn't do anything, because now we can just pass the turn with interaction up or Mirrex activation, which is nice. For a second I thought that was a Castle Ardenvale. So here we have a couple different options. We can let it resolve and Fateful Absence immediately activate, make the 2/2 Phyrexian. Or we can counter it. I think we counter it. We get use out of this make disappear while we can. So we're gonna go ahead and counter this. And we'll still be able to make the Phyrexian token. So let's go ahead and flip this guy. We drew the land, that's great. That means we can hold this up and activation. So like, Seedshark's looking pretty dang good so far. 6 mana. They're not going to do anything. So we will go ahead and... Well, if we activate Mirrex, then they can potentially play a removal spell on the Shark. So I think we're just going to go ahead and go to our turn. That's fine. Quick Study's not a bad draw. Is this Wanderer? Soul Partition. Let's try to spike a land here. Awesome. Oh no, not awesome. We needed a blue land. Sure. So get in for 2, play our Field of Ruin. We'll go ahead and pass the turn. I don't like losing my shark there. Sunset Revelry. Sure. Well, we can go ahead and clear one of those for 0. And then we can go ahead and flip this guy as well. Player land, go to combat, smush for 5. Sure. And then we're gonna hold up Wonder and Rebuff. I feel good about where we're at in this game. Our opponent really hasn't done much. Awesome.
I am the Emperor of Kamigawa, and I will protect my people.
Void Rend. Well, let's go ahead and make the body in response. That's fine.
Let your blade do the talking. I still have much to
Alright.
learn.
Do they have something else on their end step? I wouldn't mind that because that would give me a good window to get this Teferi down. Four mana. Okay. Let's go to my turn. Memory Deluge. So we'll go ahead and get to combat. We kind of want to draw another land so we can have the rebuff back up on the Teferi. But we're kind of in that stage of the game as a control player where you're like, okay, we have a presence on board. Make them have to deal with that before we expend any more resources. Unless those resources are crafting our hand, like Memory Deluge. So we're in the driver's seat here. We're up on cards. I just really like our spot. Plus, we're getting to a spot where Mirrex gets really scary. So... If you're watching this on YouTube, I know, I might have already said this earlier, it's been a minute. Caverns of Ixalan's coming out. Do you guys have any specific cards that you were interested in? Anything that's like piquing your interest? I think the Merfolk enchantment, the 2-drop, is going to be really good. I think that could potentially give Merfolk some playability in something like Pioneer. Okay, so do we get greedy here? We can keep them off of their Memory Deluge. And it's like we go up 1 card. I say yes. So let's counter the Flashback Deluge. So we'll grab another Deluge and a Deserted Beach. We'll go ahead and jam this Teferi. We're going to down tick immediately, just in case he plays Shieldred's Edict.
I've got eyes everywhere.
Get in for 4. Pass the turn. I really like where we're at. Farewell is fine. We actually just might take this turn to commit the Seedshark back down. Opponents in the tank. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Maybe we're just getting roped. I hate it when control players get mad playing against other control players. Because, like, here's the thing. If you play control in the mirror, you know when you're dead. The board state does not matter. You know when you are dead. And right now, my opponent's dead. And instead of, you know, saying, okay, fellow control player to another control player, congrats on your win. They're going, wow, this guy sucks. I hate playing against control. Control's the worst. But it's alright. So, getting our... Oh, we have one more timeout. But I believe this is our third win of the event. Lost to mono red. So that will make us 3-1. Looking for 4 more wins. We're gonna go ahead and make a bear.
Nobody knows the past better than me.
Yeah, so we can play Seedshark and still play Memory Deluge. So we're just gonna put a clock on our opponent if they're still there. I will say their pet is pretty cool. This dragon thing. It's not a dragon. What the? Oh my god. Oh my god. That's wild. What do you do? I can make you change colors, right? Pew pew. Yep, so our opponent's not having a great time. We're having a great time. We're just vibing. We're doing the thing. Wait for you, wait for me. Alright. So this should be their last time out, so that's going to go ahead and take us on to the next round. So officially 3-1 now. Really just like 2-1. Almost 1.5-1. We had an opponent concede because they didn't hit land drops. And then we had an opponent that didn't show up. But we're already up to 200 gems. I think this thing's like 350 to get in. So if we win at least 2 more, we go plus EV, which isn't bad. Servitor 89. Good luck. Alright, so 2 land, make disappear, quick study. Yeah, this looks great to me. I hate keeping 2 landers, but we've been drawing lands pretty well today. Skrelv and Plaza. So this looks like it might be Esper Legends. Hopefully they don't stick a Thalia on 2. There's a Thalia on 2. That's why you play that card, though. It's good against decks like mine, so we can't be too mad about that. On turn 3, we can play the Shark and hopefully start blocking. We just gotta do whatever we can to survive till 6. Oh, okay. This isn't going our way, chat. So, if I were them, what would I take? I could be talked into taking the Shark and probably the Sunfall. Shark. Okay. So we just gotta do what we can to survive. It's not looking great. Temporary lockdown would be a heck of a draw. Steel Seraph. You know that I have the make disappear. Alright. Field of Ruin. And then we might use this to tap 2 creatures this turn. Just try to stem the bleeding. Thalia and the Gitrog. Gotcha. Something you're allowed to do. Wait. Oh. 8, 9, 10. So we're not technically dead. I forgot about Thalia and the Gitrog doing that. That's convenient. It's okay. As long as they don't play some kind of Lord, like Coppercoat Vanguard. Don't be Coppercoat Vanguard. Okay. I'm going to attackers. And this is non-basic, right? Creatures and non-basics. Okay. Cool.
Leader at Deloitte, I get to work with great innovators who don't just wonder what's possible, they engineer it. If you're one of those people, you'll like Deloitte's On Cloud podcast. My co-host Mike Cavas and I talk with business leaders and explore how to use cloud to impact business models, revenue streams, workplace cultures.
Sweet. Okay.
Join me, David Linthicum,
Play the basic. Cast the Sunfall. Sheesh. Or you have to operate off of such tight margins from this point too. That doesn't do anything.
In a difficult deal environment, Betsy Booth of Twin Brook to share her views on the state of the mid-market estate sector.
Tight.
Tap now to listen to the episode.
Shark. Get that out of here. Gross. At least we still have body. Oh, we can just go ahead and get rid of that. Let's go. That one was tight. That one had me breathing a little hard, you know? You know, just a little bit. Little stressful, but it's okay. Alright, so we're up to 4 wins. So we're gonna get a pack and 300 gems. So let's keep going. That was a good one. I feel like that was like the first like real matchup we played. I like the mono red matchup was real, I guess. Last matchup was like real until we got roped, you know, like double plains, Field of Ruin, and triple double blue spells. First mulligan of the video. That's okay. We'll keep this. We'll bottom the Deserted Beach. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, we're gonna keep our 6. Bottom a beach. Play a tower. See what our opponent's got for us. Swamp into Evolved Sleeper. So this could potentially be mono black. It could also be Esper, or just a basic start. It could also just be blue black. Looking like we're mono black. Sure. No activation. So what do they have on 2? I do not want to discard a card. We'll go ahead and counter that. And if they have a second, I guess we counter the... Sure. This is a sick lockdown turn. So this game is going to come down into if we have our card advantage. If we find a couple quick studies. If we... Lord Skitter. Okay, that's a card. We'll take our beads here. We want to hold those counter spells for more impactful things, because like you could try to jam a Shieldred. Yep, we're definitely going to counter that. Alright, so let's try to turn a corner. I would love... Oh, there we go. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. Takanuma, sure. They're playing Shieldred's Edicts, something to be keep note of. We will counter the Braids and make our Phyrexian this turn. Bum, 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 bum. Second Sunfall, love to see it. Sure. So that makes it a 1-1, right? So we'll start Deluge, hopefully finding like land Deluge is great. Play land, go ahead and get in for 2. This is America. Opponent gets in, sure. We don't care. Sleeper, sure. So we gotta keep in mind the Sleeper is a great mana sink for them. We'll take the Fateful Absence and an island. We'll go ahead and Fateful Absence the Sleeper. Don't want them to take any value out of that. We'll play the island so we can flash back a Deluge. We're just cruising this game. I told you guys this game would come down to finding the Memory Deluges and the quick studies, just so we could stay ahead on cards. We have the Sunfall as our theoretical oh shit button if we need it. I wish there was a way for me to fizzle this, but that's fine. Yep. So, off of one of these Memory Deluges, we definitely want to find some sort of counter spell for the Virtue. We don't want that to take over the game. So go ahead, flash us back. Wandering Emperor can do work here. I'm tempted to take another Deluge, but I don't think that I need it. This Make Disappear will be great as a hedge for the Virtue, so we'll go ahead and grab that. Play this tap land, gain a life, pass the turn. Something up. So we will go ahead and get our Emperor out there. We'll get greedy, make the token.
Anyone who harms my people must contend with me.
So they're probably considering Children's Edict right now. And I think if it is Edict, I am fine with protecting it with the rebuff. They're going after the token. I'm okay with this.
With 75 vitamins, probiotics, and whole food source ingredients, carefully selected for exceptional quality and optimal absorption. But it doesn't stop there. Every batch of AG1 goes.
I'm surprised he went after the token there. Yeah, that's got to get counterspelled. So we'll go ahead and make use of the Make Disappear here. We will down tick, make our guy, player deserted beach, say go. I still like where we're at. I don't think our opponent's capable of winning this game.
An Indeed account uses your preferences and work experience to match you to compatible jobs right away. Thousands of hiring employers can even pursue you.
Gix's command.
Get started by creating your free.
So that's got to get counterspelled.
Made to shine. Real stories.
Our opponent has some bombs on their deck. I'll tell you that much, though.
That's the funny thing about love.
Alright, so let's go ahead, put our counter here. Go to combat, get in.
Capture your love story with a unique ingredient.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and make disappear this. And I believe we also have the ability to flashback Deluge's turn. Yep. So, like, that was a pretty good showing of what this deck can do. Obviously, Mono Black's not, like, a huge percentage of the metagame. But, like, against those creature decks, this game has a lot of play. And you've seen us against the control decks as well. I like this main deck configuration just because I feel like I have play against everything in game one, and then whenever we get to sideboarding, which we'll talk about the sideboard more once we get through this. I was expecting this to be a best of 3 video, but it's best of 1. But we can talk about my sideboarding ideas and thoughts, and my sideboard on here is different than what I have in paper, but I'll talk about both in the different cards that I consider. So we're up to 5 wins. We've already made our money back. And we're just going to try to get this play-in point. I'm not very sure what the play-in points do, but it would be cool to have one. Wasabi! Aragon. So, if I knew my opponent was playing exactly Domain, I'm keeping this hand every day of the week and twice on Tuesday. But in other matchups, I don't think this hand does much. If this is mono red, we're dead. So we're just going to go ahead and mulligan. This is a lot better. And I think we are just going to get rid of the Urza's Rebuff. We have redundant 3-drops. This Field of Ruin can get us into our Sunfall eventually. We have the counterspell on 2, so we're just going to go ahead and run this. Now, this is mono red again. Alright, we don't have a terrible mono red hand. I'm glad that we did not keep the 7. The only thing that's rough about this, we're going to go ahead and get rid of a Swift Spear. That represents a lot of damage throughout its turns. Sure, second Swift Spear, fine. Shark is a great draw. We are going to go ahead and commit that to the board. So we don't want to lose our Shark to just dumb blocks. Phoenix Chick, sure. Charming Scoundrel, sure. So now we will block if they decide to attack because they do not have mana available. This is a treasure? Wait, what? Witchstalker Frenzy? Excuse me? Alright, well, we need to draw white land or we're dead. Or we're dead now. 2, 4, 5, 6. White land. Yeah, we're dead. This Witchstalker Frenzy, man, what a blowout. I didn't know that card existed. Now that I know that card exists, I'm never playing around that card. Like, why would you play that when you could just play Embercleave? Because, like, they essentially do the same thing. Alright. So, let's rattle off 2 wins. We only get 1 more loss here with our blue-white control deck. That one was a rough one. But, you know what they say? Sometimes it just be like that. Yeah, we'll keep this. Boom, 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 boom. Bum, 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 bum. Which battlefield is this? Is this Kamigawa? Is this Neon? Bum, 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 bum. Go ahead and keep the 7. Looks like our opponent is there. Starting to get worried for a minute. Oh, is this Domain? Please be Domain. I feel like Domain's like our freest matchup. We'll go ahead and play the beach on 1 since we're not doing anything else. These games are grindy though. Sure. Let's play this Field of Ruin. I'm gonna get greedy and go ahead and pop this. And then I'm gonna get a plane so I can still march the token. Alright. So clear their board. We still have access to 3 colors, but we take them off a domain pretty well there. We play the Boseiju, which is great. Play Stomper, sure. Can't attack for a couple turns anyway, and we have this march if we get to a spot where it opens up. Ooh, and we find the Teferi. Let's go ahead and put our Shark in play. They're not playing like a Traxa this turn. They're not playing anything too scary. They're playing Argoth? Ossification, my Seedshark. Sure, we can march that back. Get our Shark back. Sometimes I hate the formatting of playing with March. So do nothing on their turn. We absolutely love to see that. We'll go ahead and get in for 2. Flora Lucy, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. First one of the day. Second Topiary Stomper. Sure. So this is going to put them up to 6, so they still can't attack at 7, right? Yeah. They're going to pass the turn here. We're going to go ahead and set up this quick study. Are they going to try to go for the throat here? Leyline Binding. Well, guess what? We have a Make Disappear for that. It'd be a shame if something happened to that Leyline Binding. Not great draws for us there, truthfully, but that's okay. We do get to make a... we're not going to play that. We're going to play this other Field of Ruin. We do get to play this Teferi, which makes us a 5/5. So if they do play a land drop, we do have a good blocker.
You know, I've always got time to fight, Heath.
And then to play around Leyline Binding, we're just going to go ahead and make the 2/2 and pass the turn.
Who's that handsome
Oh, no. Yeah, we can attack. That's fine. End the turn. Slim with the raid? I appreciate it, Slim. I know you guys are coming from his stream. He was probably playing Fortnite. This game's a lot different than Fortnite, but it is one that I truly love. If you guys don't know who I am and why me and Slim are friends, we actually played college basketball together back in the day. He's always been my guy, so had to get the treatment. That's why he dipped on us. The treatment? What kind of treatment, What kind of treatment, Sancho? Alright, we're going to go ahead and draw a card here. Find a Make Disappear. I'll go ahead and move to combat. Get in. We're in a great spot. If you guys have questions about this game, feel free to ask. This game is pretty hard just to jump into a stream and know what's going on. Keep it real, can Slim hoop. I will say this much. If If Slim had an extra 2 inches, he would have been really, really good. Kid is athletic, has a motor that goes like crazy. I absolutely hated playing against him, or when he would guard me in practice, because dude had the throwing elbows, stuff like that. Like, he's physical. But I think, like, being 6'5", 6'6", and being like a small forward, power forward kind of deal, it's tough, especially at the college level. I think if he had the right system, he would have put up some serious numbers. Fly GTB, thanks for the follow. Don't take this for like saying like dude's a bucket. All right, we got one more win. If you guys will stick around, if we win this match, we get our play-in point. Our play-in point allows us to play for some of the qualifiers for the Pro Series. I fly around the country, play this game all the time in paper. Like, this isn't just an online game. They actually have cards for this as well. Hold that up over here, let you see, you know. But these tournaments are a lot of fun. Kind of think of it like if you guys played AAU growing up or anything like that. That for a card game is the best way to put it. So we'll go ahead and keep this. Our opponent's playing against mono red. We are playing mono red. We don't have a great mono red hand. It's not looking good for the home team. This card's so bad. Why are they playing this? Alright, we're going to go ahead and play our Seedshark just so we have a blocker in play. But just to give you guys the rundown of this game, theoretically, this right here is our opponent's life total. This is our life total. First person to 0 loses. So that card has killed me literally all day today. Oh, that was a sick draw. Oh, I need not to die. Sorry, I was thinking. What up, Zach Bud? Are you about to yell at me for a t-shirt quote? Is that what's about to happen? Sure, come on up. Alright, we're going to play the Memory Deluge here, try to find a second white source. Sure. Wow, okay, sure. Of course it's an Adarkar Wastes, dude. We need to draw a white source. Thank God. Okay. Temporary lockdown, make disappear back up. We're in such a bad spot. You have an event Sunday. What are you doing on Sunday? I am so scared. We are at 1 life. We are trying not to die. We have to counter this. I think we Teferi draw here.
Faced with tragedy, even observers. Now that is an interesting fact.
Streaming a bowling tournament? Hell yeah.
Another mystery solved.
Alright. I wanted to find a counterspell really, really bad. This is a standard event, so it's 7 rounds. Alright, don't burn me in response. Tight. There's a make disappear. That makes me feel slightly better. So on our next turn, we are definitely making a bear with Teferi. Unfortunately, his ultimate does nothing for us right now. So make the dude. Alright, so that makes our make disappear a lot better. I am low-key tempted to play the second Teferi. We're going to.
You know, I've always got time to fight. Now that is an interesting fact.
Alright. So we're at least pretty well suited. Sure. We'll leave one behind. This is stressful. Commit the blocker. So we will just march it in response. Oh wait, the target fizzles. Draw a card. Seedshark's really good here. Go to combat, get in. End the turn. We are at 1 life. We have been at for a minute now. We're scared. Let's go! Let's go! 15-1. Alright, so we got our 7 wins in the standard event. That last one was pretty good. Got my blood moving. Alright, so we'll claim that. We got our play-in point, whatever that means. So we'll claim our awards. Use 20 play-in points to enter a qualifier play-in event. So I guess I gotta get 20 of them things. We've got 4 packs open. We'll go ahead and open them here on stream. Godric. We saw that card a couple times today. We're going to get a rare wild card out of this too, which is always nice. Impact Tremor, that's a fun one for Brawl. Banefire, except for rats. Oosis double rare pack. Rankle Sprankle. And Goblin Bombardment. Tight. Why aren't you working, Mr. Busy Man? Because thankfully, for once in a while, I got a day off today. Hornlock Whale, dope. Oh, I forgot I was playing that in my paper deck. Alright, let's go over the deck real quick. I'm going to go ahead and call it a day there after we go over this. But we got the 7-2 with this deck today. Felt really good. So let's talk about the cards that overperformed today. I think Seedshark looked fantastic. It was really good in the aggressive matchups. It was really good in the control matchups. I might consider going up to 3 of these now. The 4 Marches, I think that might be a little high on Marches. I might do a 3-3 split of March and Fateful Absence moving forward. Something I'm super excited for Caverns of Ixalan. They released a new card today. Let me see if I can get that pulled up real quick.
But it doesn't stop there. Every batch of AG1 goes through a rigorous testing
Let's see here.
so you can trust the ingredients are safe. Tap the banner and start your AG1 journey.
Give me just 1 second, guys. We'll pull up the Goldfish Twitter.
Welcome to the Kroger Show. At Kroger, everyone
Alright, this card right here. Let's bring this over onto frame.
same great prices, deals, and
Get Lost. 1 and a white. Instant. Destroy target creature, enchantment, or planeswalker. Its controller creates 2 map tokens. This card is insane. So this card just definitely straight up replaces Fateful Absence. Because A, it also gets the ability to hit enchantments, which is crazy. And then the 2 map tokens, I think, is just worse than a clue token. Because the map tokens, it's just, I believe it's tap or pay 1, target creature explores. So if they do draw a card, it's just going to be a land into their hand. Or they just get to put a +1/+1 counter on one of their creatures anyways. This card's nuts. This card is so much better. This card might actually see play in like Pioneer, and I could see it potentially in Modern as like a cheeky sideboard option, things like that. But this card's going to be really good in like against control too, because it can hit the planeswalkers. But if they're a dedicated control deck, they're not playing creatures to benefit off of the maps or the map tokens. So I like this card a lot. It is very pretty. This art is really good. Like, some of the cards I've seen so far today have been sweet. This one's going to be a huge one for Commander. Bloodletter of Alcatraz. Alcazats. I don't know why I said Alcatraz. That's on me. And then, like, the box toppers are just beautiful, too. That Colossus Hammer is dope. Whisper Silk Cloak, like, these just all look great. But yeah, so that's the deck. If you guys have any questions, feel free to message me here on Twitch. You can message me on Twitter. It's just at JaredFerris_. I'm always happy to talk to people about decks and Magic. It's what I love to play, what I love to do. But yeah, so this video will probably be going up on YouTube. I would say today's Thursday. When will I get to edit this? Maybe Saturday night, possibly Sunday morning. I'll say this video is going to go up on Tuesday of next week, and then we'll have another one scheduled for the following week. That's where this is going to get started. But I will have we'll have this standard video up on Tuesday, and then we will have a Lord Kana video up on Thursday on the Pixelborn client. So if you guys want to send me Decklist to play for Pixelborn, let me know. I'm always down for that. It's super easy with Pixelborn. There's no entry to play, so it makes it super easy to play whatever you want. I'm down to try brews, crazy stuff, things like that. I know you can even play with the set 2 cards on there now. So if you guys have some set 2 brews that you've got going around in your brain and want to have somebody try it out for you and give you their thoughts, let me know, and I'll definitely do that. So, but that's going to wrap it up for me here today. I appreciate you guys hanging out. I appreciate you all joining along, being in the stream. Slim, shout out for the raid. You're the best. But yeah, you all have a great rest of your day. Enjoy your Thursday, and I'll catch y'all later.